That's Ane, and welcome to my video, everyone. I'm Angie B, and you're watching a 313 Hobby Me video. And today I'm going to be talking about my winter over efforts. I already have my garlic in the ground, and I do have my seeds, and I have my containers. They are prepped and ready. Now I'm going to be discussing what seeds will go in each container and when I plan to go ahead and put those outdoors. We have been having some unseasonably warm weather here in Zone 6 in Michigan, and I'm basically just trying to wait until the weather decides to just be cold. So if that's something you think you might be interested in seeing, please stay with me. So right now I'm going to go ahead and get some hot water brewing because today I'm going to be using my French press as well as my frother to make me a nice warm cup of coffee, and then I'm going to enjoy some of Patty LaBelle's sweet potato pie. Yeah, one of my faves. So I'm going to be talking about my recent seed haul. I ordered my seeds from MI Gardener, and if you're interested in seeing that video, I'll definitely link it below. I have all the seeds that I'm planning on growing for spring and summer 2023, and I'm going to start. I've already prepped my containers. Today I need to decide which seeds are going to go in which container based on the grow beds that I'm going to use outside. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. And right now I'm going to cut me some of this pie and get my coffee ready, and I'll be right back. Right. So unlike my Nespresso machine, when I use my French press, the water is boiled hot water. The Nespresso machine heats your cup of coffee just enough to enjoy it as soon as it comes out of the machine. So you don't have to wait, it won't burn you, which is great, because the whole point, in my opinion, of the Nespresso machine is to be able to pop in a pod, get a cup, and go. You should not have to wait to enjoy it. That's just my opinion. But I am out of my favorite pods, so I'm going to go ahead and use my French press. And in my French press, this is my favorite. Trying to get that shine off of it. It's the Veranda Blend. It's a blonde roast Starbucks product. This is I love this coffee more than any other coffee ever. And a close second, no, I gotta take that back. That has been bumped down to space number 2. The first one now for me is my Nespresso blonde roast. And that's the pod that comes in the yellow. That's my number 1 now. It just is. I still love my Starbucks, but Yeah, my espresso kind of took over. So this is an old French press. I really need an upgrade. So I usually let it steep for, well, I ain't gonna even say how long, because generally I get busy doing something else and I end up having it steep for longer than I planned. But I have quite a bit of froth, as you can see, and that's okay for me for today. I also get the Nespresso pods that are like an espresso, so they're highly concentrated. The pods are smaller in size. They're highly concentrated. So the whole idea is to, use whatever milk product you like, and then that little bit of espresso because it's highly concentrated. But I'm going to be doing the same thing with my French press, because I'm not a strong coffee lover. I love the smooth, like blonde roast, like a breakfast roast. I love that. I don't need it strong and intense. So with that being said, it is late in the day, almost 5 o'clock p.m. I did not have a cup this morning, so I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'm gonna enjoy Miss Patty's sweet potato pie. I have to get at least one of these every season. And so good. Patti LaBelle knows she can cook. I don't know which is better, her singing or her pie. I can't even tell you. I love me some Patti LaBelle, but this pie, it's everything. So, while my coffee is steeping, I'm going to go ahead. How do I want to do this? Maybe I'll insert footage because I don't feel like running around grabbing all my containers. Maybe I'll insert footage, but I have quite a few of the milk containers, water containers, the 1 gallon type. I have quite a few of those. I want to say about a dozen. But then I also am using the 2-liter soda bottles, like a 2-liter Coke bottle or a 2-liter whatever type of pop. I'm using those, and I have these type of containers. So long as they're clear and I could cut them. Of course, this is not as big as the 1 gallons, of course, but depending on the type of seed I decide to sow into that, will determine everything. Now, I am currently on an all-out manhunt to find my geranium seeds that I collected, like, I think it was either nope, it was 2 summers ago, because the pandemic hadn't even kicked in or started, or we didn't even know about a pandemic. And the flowers were so beautiful. I'm going to try to insert a picture so you guys will see what I'm saying. So I let them go to seed, and I harvested the seeds, and I cannot remember where I put them. And I'm so like worried out, because I want to winter over those, and I'm so worried that I won't find them in time. And if that should happen, then make sure you subscribe, hit that bell icon, because if that should happen, then what I'm going to do is the traditional way that you start seeds, somewhere like February-ish, and I'll start them indoors if I could find them by then, and then I'll harden them off and then put them outside. But make sure, you guys, that you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you know when that's coming, because I definitely want you guys to see what ends up happening in that. But back to the video. Let me go ahead and plunge so that's extremely good. And I'm gonna add a little bit of my cinnamon and pumpkin spice. I think that just really looks pretty. I mean, I can definitely taste it when I drink it, but I just think it looks so pretty. You guys can't see that. I'll try to take a, you know what it looks like. I do it all the time, but see what I mean? That is extremely hot. I'm not used to that. I just have to remember that this is not my Nespresso, because Nespresso I would be able to just get right into it, but all right, I wanted to grab some of the containers. So right now my thoughts are, for the milk jug type of container, I would winter sow the vegetables, my carrots, my tomatoes, cucumbers, kohlrabi, dill. I would do those using as many of the 1 gallon water and milk jug containers. For these type of containers, which ends up looking like this is what I want to use for my non-food items, like, you know, my flowers, and for no other reason but to be able to distinguish at a glance which ones are which one is food and which one is flower. And then this is that container I just showed you. So all I have to do with this is cut it, and I'm not even sure how high I should cut it. I'm thinking maybe right in half, in that way. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of grow area, but again, that's going to be used as it's going to be used, oh fudge, it's going to be used as for my flowers. This is the second time I've done this with this jar, trying to rinse it out, thinking to myself that I'll just swish it around, but I have already put drainage holes, as you can see, and they work really well. So, piece of plastic. I might even have to open some of those up a little bit more. And so these would be, either these will also be flour. I'm looking at anything that isn't the typical 1 gallon milk or water container. I'm looking at using it for the flowers. And right now I have petunias, I have petunias, I have marigolds. I have somewhere. I have the geraniums, and also what else do I have? I can't remember that flower I just bought from M.I. Gardner. Anyway, so I have about 5 different flowers, and I want a lot of flowers this year, a lot, because typically we have not planted a lot of flowers. Um, my husband and I discovered our favorite, and one, the marigold, I believe, attracts certain insects and pollinators that help out in the garden. So I plan to put marigolds all up and through my garden, all up, because I have a backyard garden. So I'm planning to have them in pots everywhere so that I can move them around. But also in the front of our yard, we have this area right in the center. We used to have a tree that died off, but now it's just an area where we plant every year. We plant flowers, and one year we had marigolds up there. One year we had not lilies. Oh, I cannot think of the name of that flower, but it comes back every year, and it's year to year we were getting different colors of them, but they just took over the yard. They grew like no one's business, but they were beautiful. But sometimes they would grow too soon, and the cold weather would kill them, and we wouldn't have anything, until we planted our marigolds. But that's the plan. And so I'll let you guys see the process of how I'm choosing what goes where, and I'm going to be on an all-out manhunt for those geranium seeds. And man, oh man, when I find them, I'm going to upload a video. It might be a short, might be a full-blown, but be on the lookout, guys. So make sure, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you guys can come along with me on this journey. And I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.